Oh my god, I'm so beautiful.
No, you're not.
Women around the world have had to conform to our society's patriarchal standards, specifically beauty standards. These barbaric standards can only be fulfilled by a handful of women who do not represent the average girl. Through the use of beauty contests, many individuals have felt the need to change their physical appearance in order to meet the unrealistic qualities illustrated in these contests. These changes are overall detrimental since it not only damages their physical but mental health too. The worst part of this madness is that these women are the role models of our future generation. If society continues implementing these sexist, traditionalist views, what will become of our youngest minds?
Today, women are reprimanded by our patriarchal society for trying to express their femininity. This causes women to look for a healthy outlet to express their outer and inner beauty. Due to the toxicity portrayed by the media, beauty pageants are illustrated as demeaning. They are being used to justify the objectification of women, when in reality, they only celebrate and empower everyone, young and old. The only reason why society is threatened by beauty pageants is because of the fear of the independent, confident women that blossom from this journey. Women deserve empowerment, and if they can accomplish this goal through beauty pageants, then so be it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe the post-beauty pageant effects such as low self-esteem, eating pathology, depression, and anxiety are justified for the victory of one woman?
Actually, no. Because of the rigorous guidelines of beauty pageants, women are actually supporting one another backstage. They create a positive and heartwarming atmosphere, even though the media portrays it differently.
Yeah, do you consider the following statistics media? In a thesis written by Wonder Leach, where she studied the effects of child beauty contests, it is stated that results from the current study indicate that women who participate in the childhood beauty contest score significantly higher on measures of body dissatisfaction, interpersonal distress, and impulse dysregulation than women who did not participate in childhood beauty contests.
I'll ask you a question. Did you ever play dress up as a little?
Yes, I did.
And how did it feel to be in a sparkly dress, your mom's high heels, a pretty crown, and your hair high up?
Good actually, but playing dress up is completely different than being in a beauty competition.
Actually, it is not that different. Playing dress up is just a portion of being in a beauty pageant, and it allows the contestants to have a higher self-esteem. Participating in beauty pageants means the constant praise and admiration of judges and the public. Having this constant admiration allows for the contestants to feel better about themselves. This would prevent low self-esteem in the participants' minds. Self-esteem has a strong correlation with happiness. High self-esteem leads to greater happiness, which in terms would mean that low self-esteem is more likely to lead to depression. Therefore, beauty pageants grant participants a greater chance of internal happiness than if they were not to participate. A common argument is that inclusivity is an issue, but have you done your research? Beauty pageants are a way to show that beauty can come in different shapes and sizes, thus going against your so-called lack of diversity and inclusivity. Examples of this include, but are not limited to, Yakima Gonzalez, an indigenous queen, Kate Grant, a queen with Down syndrome, Angela Ponce, a transgender queen, and even our former governor, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was part of the Mr. Universe competition. Moreover, does that mean that it is okay for individuals like yourself to shame and dictate how others choose to express their physical beauty? No, how a woman portrays herself is her choice. But not only do beauty pageants promote the celebration of women's beauty, but they also positively influence their community. Beauty pageants, as well as beauty queens, use their funds to support charities like the Children's Miracle Network. They work with sick children who are in need or suffer from economic hardships. Now, how could someone prevent these precious children from receiving the proper care they deserve?
It's funny that you claim how I'm dictating how someone chooses to express their physical beauty when beauty pageants are doing the same thing. The unrealistic beauty standards that these competitions play on society dictates the way young girls view their own physical appearance. Girls begin to question themselves when they do not receive the same attention that girls who win beauty pageants do because of their looks. It is known that these same girls develop insecurities, eating pathologies, and depression because they do not feel that they are not as worthy as the girls who win the crown. There are many ways individuals can express their own physical beauty, and it does not necessarily have to be in a competition setting. Addressing your charity point, if individuals are actually passionate about giving back to their community, then they do not need a beauty pageant to do so. Therefore, although you make interesting claims, the reality is when you point a finger at someone, you're actually pointing three back at yourself.
Now do you understand?
No, it's because you're not listening. They
No.
bring women down.
You're not listening.
No,
Beauty
you're not
pageants
listening.
provide
They
women
need
with
to
a
be-
platform
they
to
need to
include
get
their
eliminated.
self-confidence.
You're not listening.
No, you're
That's
so
all you people
close-minded.
do.
You're
That's all
old-fashioned. This does
No, this is not right.
Let's go.
I just want them to stop fighting.
Do you want to empower women?
Yes!
What if I'm not pretty enough?
No, sweetie, all we want to do is promote girls supporting girls. Overall, the solution to this problem is the elimination of beauty pageants, which will not only abolish superficial beauty standards but promote inclusivity to all. Instead, society should move towards the celebration of inner beauty amongst all individuals. Girls should not be encouraged to compete against one another by their looks, but rather using their intellect and talent. There should be no segregation based on your appearance, whether that is skin color, hair color, gender, weight, height, and or identification of culture and or nationality. Everyone must learn to enrich one another's differences instead of bringing one another down because they're different. No one is the exact same. Therefore, individuals should not be ashamed of who they are because everyone is beautiful.
You can be beautiful no matter what you look like or who you are. If the beauty pageant world continues to progress, society will be able to include an even greater and much more diverse crowd of contestants. Afterwards, the stigma surrounding pageants will soon disappear and new, more welcoming ones will take their place. The beauty pageant world will become a positive thing in today's society. Drastic changes will allow the stigma around beauty pageants to become healthier, as now people would be able to focus on the participants' intellect rather than what they are wearing. Models who participate in pageants are given prestigious runway modeling opportunities. This system would aid aspiring models to kickstart their dream career. Moreover, pageant queens are seen as role models for young girls. Pageants provide a stepping stone for women during the 21st century to feel represented at an event televised nationwide. Permitting pageants to remain in present-day society would allow them to continue to evolve. Thus, society would take a step closer to having little to no gender stereotypes that restrict happiness and comfort to men.
Either way, we're all beautiful.